Well, congratulations on The Preacher.
Thank you very much.
I watched it. It's bonkers, but brilliant. What reaction have you got after the first episode's aired?
A very good one, thankfully, with something with such a huge fan base already and a comic adaptation that means so much to so many people. You're mildly petrified just before it comes out, and it seems that the people who adored those comics growing up love our version of the characters and the piece of work. So it's been very positive so far. They've created a prequel to the comic, really, but the comic moves at such a pace, and from the word go, from the moment you open the page, you hit the ground running at tremendous speeds, and it's quite hard to catch up on what on earth's going on, which you can do in a comic book eventually, but I think with a TV show, we need to establish who these people are and what's sort of behind their motives and their desires, and certainly with Jesse, you don't see him even preaching in the comic book, whereas we very much establish him, his congregation, and why he's gone back to the town and the dark past which he's trying to hide from. So I was desperate to play that role.
No sermon today. You're welcome for that.
Everyone knows Seth Rogen as the funny man. What was it like working with him on the set? And is he quite serious-minded when he's the boss?
I wouldn't say Seth Rogen was serious-minded, but I'd say he very much enjoyed making something that wasn't just for out-and-out laughs. I think it really was quite a relief for him. And he's a fantastic director, and I think that the fact that he is an actor himself, he gave very specific, very clear, defining, excellent notes that were very, very helpful in creating the early stages of a character.
And America's very religious. Are you worried about any sort of backlash from that?
I don't seem to be. It hasn't worried me yet, and I've never come into contact with people who are devout believers who get offended because I think they're so used to difference in opinion, and what I think is so clever about this is it only raises the conversation. It doesn't judge or offer an opinion. It's Jesse and Cassidy, the characters, they have these very elaborate, in-depth conversations about what it means to them and how different their ideas of what it means is to them. And I think anything that brings up that conversation and that dialogue with a varied and different audience, and an audience who wouldn't necessarily talk about those things, is great. All dialogue is good.
Tom Cruise dies in it. That's hilarious. Are you worried about a Scientology sort of backlash after that?
I have no idea what they'll think. No idea what Tom Cruise will think. Most offended, I should imagine.